From inside Lone Depot Park in Miami, Florida, we've got baseball on the show. It's the San Francisco Giants taking on the Miami Marlins. First pitch coming your way next. And getting the start for Miami, Jansen Junk. And Singy, it's unique these days, but he's more of a pitch to contact type of guy.
Yeah, Boogie, he doesn't rely too heavily on the strikeout. He knows he needs to miss barrels, get some soft contact, let the defense do work behind him. And I think a guy like that can keep a good tempo, don't give hitters time to adjust or think. They could move through a ball game, and you look up, they're in line for a quality start. We'll see what he's got in this one.
Luis Arias, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one.
Hook. Ball.
Line drive to short and caught. Now we take a peek at the Giants lineup. And so far this year, this has not been a very good offense.
Well, in this day and age, if you can't slug and get on base, that OPS has to be at a certain level. If you're going to produce runs, give your pitchers an opportunity as they're facing tough offenses as well.
Here's Jung-Hoo Lee now. He was asked to rank his all-time favorite players last year.
Oh, yeah? Who made the list?
Well, his dad, of course.
That makes sense.
He also said Ken Griffey Jr., Ichiro, Ha-Sung Kim, and himself.
Well, I'd say that's a pretty good list.
Now a screamer into the outfield. And that's got extra bases written all over it. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
I'll tell you, when you smoke a line drive into the gap like that, I mean, sure, home runs are king, but I feel like nothing makes you feel like a true professional hitter more than a bolt the other way.
And here is Devers hitting a ton of homers this year. Second most in the National League. There's a strike. Man at second. He swings and hits a fly ball. Center field. Base hit. Into third now. So runners at the corners and one out.
Here's the ball. It's hit right back up the middle. Clearly a base hit. I mean, that's one of those where you're expecting a guy from second to score.
Willie Adames stands in.
A lot of clutch hitting from him recently. More than an RBI per game over his last 10.
Outside.
Fastball is outside. Runners at the corners, one away. Here in the second game of the series. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one. That clips the corner. Just misses with that one.
That pitch was pretty borderline at the top of the zone, and he's not digging the call out there on the mound. Clearly pretty frustrated, so he's going to have to collect himself a little.
2 on, 1 out. And a good eye there.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
Matt Chapman waits to bat for the Giants. And that'll load the bases.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
Now it's Matt Chapman. Golden opportunity right here. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. That one hooked foul. 0-2 now. Left field. Stowers trying to get to it. Brings it in. Runner tags from third. Applies the tag, and they get two. Double play. Out to escape a bases-loaded jam unscathed. We go to the bottom of the first, and now here's the starter for San Francisco, Robbie Ray. Chris, he's got the ability to take control of a game when he's out there.
Well, incredible mound presence, and he's going to attack hitters. Look at that strikeout per 9 ratio over 10 coming into this start. So he's a pitcher that wants the ball. He's aggressive. He knows that he can get the swing and miss, especially when he needs it most. We'll see how effective he is in this one.
Heriberto Hernandez, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Off the mark there. Out. And it's 2-0. Just
that's the ball.
Missed.
Outside.
Right down to shoot, and that's strike one. That one misses.
Ball four. Take your base.
Leadoff walk.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
At the plate, Griffin Conine.
Ball high.
And the 1-0. Fouled off. He was late. Swing and a ball ripped down the right field line. If it's fair, it's gone. And it hooks just foul.
Oh, it's a really good pass of the ball right there. Just a little bit too quick. He's got to find a way. Just let it travel a hair more.
Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Hernandez gets his lead at first with nobody out. Step off throw to first.
No,
and he dives back in safely. Makes the catch. One down.
Batting third.
And time now for the Marlins lineup. With an excellent arm on the mound, Singy, this won't be easy. They'll need to take advantage of the opportunities that they do have.
You're right about that, Boog. Odds are they won't have many chances against this guy, but if they can rattle him out of the gates, they'll have a shot. If not, look out. It might be a long day for this offense.
One out man at first. And now for the Marlins, Jacob Marcy. Just
that's
missed. Nobody on the team has more stolen bases than he does this season, Chris. To the right side. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Batting fourth, the designated hitter.
So digging in, Christopher Morel. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. One out. Runners at first and second.
No,
his home run
outside.
numbers
Ball.
stand out, Chris. Nobody has hit more on his team. That one hammered, but pulled foul. One and two here. Got him swinging.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically, he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
Two outs, runners at first and second. Connor Norton, the next up for the Marlins. Fastball for a strike. And that one fouled off.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to, as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow climb back into this at bat through the count.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
A couple of strikeouts with runners on. Sometimes you got to really bear down, and he did just that. Nice job of getting out of the jam and out of the inning.
Back here at Lone Depot Park, we move ahead to the top of the second now. Lars Nootbaar now at the plate. And that's downstairs.
That's low. That's a ball.
Ball one.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him. Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
That one's spoiled, and the count now 2-1. That one ripped right center field. This looks like extra bases. And he starts off the second with a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap. And when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
So here's Bader now. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. That one fouled off. Man at second. There's a strike at the knees. 0-2 now. Our umpire for this one, Freddie Ferguson. A consistent umpire by all accounts.
Yeah, I think the book on him is that he's not necessarily by the book with his strike zone. But once you figure out where he's calling strikes, you can pretty much count on him to stay with that throughout the game.
Oh, look at the stop. Nicely done for the out.
First of all, that's just a nice job to even get to that ball. And then even more impressive was the throw. Off balance, had to try to, in the air, get his shoulders turned and make a strong throw. Does show off the strength of the arm. We're usually used to seeing that kind of arm strength from the shortstop.
Here's Elliot Ramos. Konai takes it himself, 2 away.
Batting ninth, the catcher, number 14, Patrick Bailey
will hit next.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
That misses. Ball one. Fastball for a strike at 95.
That's low. That's a ball.
And that's ripped for a base hit. And they strike first as they take a 1-0 lead.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI to give him the lead. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Back to the leadoff spot in the Giants lineup. Luis Arraez stands in.
Hoo-yah! Ball, that's in. That missed. That's a ball.
One run across in the frame so far here at the top of the second. That one
Ball,
misses.
that's low.
And that's ball 3. And ball 4 to a board.
Not what he wanted to do right there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive, puts a runner into scoring position, and a chance for this offense to add on to their lead.
Jung-Hoo Lee, the next Giant to hit. Doubled his first time. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Hernandez on the move, and that is that. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. This is Giants baseball on the show NorCal. Bottom of the second, and now for the Marlins, Xavier Edwards.
Xavier Edwards.
Ball, that's high.
The lefty, the 1-0.
Edwards.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The 1-2. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter, and I'm sure that's going to sit on him for a little while. You want to be ready to hit the fastball. Sometimes you can overthink things, and I think that was the case right there.
Lopez in the box as he fouls off the first pitch.
Let's go, Otto.
That's up. That's a ball.
Chop to the left side. Chapman tosses across to first. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2.
Left fielder, Kyle Stowers.
Here's the left fielder, Kyle Stowers. Stowers went deep in his most recent game.
That's a ball.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today. Miami down in order. They're down 1-0. All set for the start of the inning. Rafael Devers. Up now, he's among the league leaders in homers, and each one feels like it's launched into orbit.
Pitchers try to avoid him, but when they don't, boom. His impact shows up as consistently as anyone in the league.
Fought off foul. The 0-1. And that is out of play. The 0-2. Yeah, Singy, he doesn't just hit it far. He hits it loud.
Yeah, the ballpark doesn't stand a chance when he squares it up, Boog. That Tater total just keeps climbing.
No,
Tater
ball.
total. can't glove it cleanly. Still manages a throw,
Hey,
but it's not in time. Base hit.
The batter, number 2.
Willie Adames, the next Giant to hit. He reached out a walk his first time.
No, that's up.
The 1-0.
Hey, ha!
Double play ball to second. Here's Lopez for one. Their second double play in just the first 3 innings here today.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Base is empty after the double play. Now Matt Chapman at the plate.
That's a ball.
Two down, nobody on.
Oh, yeah.
Ripped, and he can't glove it. It's by him.
Up next to the Giants, the left
Man at first. Now a chance for Lars Nootbaar. Close,
Ball.
but called a ball. And that's ball 1. Challenge from behind the dish here. Just caught the zone by a whisker, and the call is overturned. Still 2 challenges left for them. Foul ball there. The 0-2. Chapman, the runner at first with 2 gone.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
In the air, left field, down the line. That one is foul, and he'll see another. On the ground, right side. Slings to first, and that is the inning. So the Giants leave 1, but they still lead it 1-0. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling.
34, Leah. Hicks.
No, that missed. That's a ball.
He's
Ball.
just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike, but so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last 2 pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
Fastball for a strike. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. On the ground to third. Gets it to first. What a pick to save the play and get the first out.
Good stretch there to make the play. It looks like someone added a little yoga to their daily routine, if you ask me.
Back to the top of the Miami order. Heriberto Hernandez digs in now.
Nope. Ball.
That's in there. And it's 1-1. Next offering is fouled back. The 1-2. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. That gets by him. Now around second, going for third. And he's got himself a triple.
He was all over that one. Everyone's trying to elevate the ball in today's game, but if you can hit a ball that hard on the ground, it's going to find some holes.
One down, runner at third. Griffin Conant, the next to hit. He's 0 for 1.
Ball inside.
One away with a runner at third here in the last half of the third. There's a line drive to left field. Base hit. In to score from third. It's an RBI single. It's 1-1.
Gets it done to drive in the run and tie it back up. Nice job going the opposite way with it, letting the ball travel and not allowing the barrel to hook around the ball. It's so frustrating when you see a good pitch and your hands roll over. It was on the outside part of the plate, and he approached it perfectly.
Now here is Jacob Marcy. Man at first, one away. Next pitch
Outside,
misses,
ball.
and it's a ball and a strike. That one to first,
foul ball.
And a foul ball. Swings and misses, struck him out. And that's strikeout number 100 on the year.
Well, when you throw the same pitch back to back, that's how you want to do it. Set him up in the strike zone, then extend a little bit from there and see if you can get him to chase. Nicely done with the slider right there.
Christopher Morel, the next up for the Marlins. He struck out swinging at his first at bat. Though Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game.
No, that missed.
It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. And that's in for a strike. Conant off of first with 2 away. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
Ball.
Outside with a breaking ball.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
So a walk puts runners at first and second.
Got a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to play off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Norby in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. Two on, 2 outs. On the ground to the left. They take the force out, inning over, and it could have been worse. But the RBI single pushes across a run. All even at 1 apiece. You're watching San Francisco back here in Miami, and now Bader up to the plate.
Harrison Bader.
Well, these Giants doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Splits the plate. That is strike 2.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Well, take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Now, Elliot Ramos. Check swing, and he went. Strike 1. All tied up. Top half of inning number 4. Lined, and that's a base hit. And a man aboard.
Up next to the
Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, there aren't a whole lot of hits that are more satisfying than a nice line drive into center field. So that definitely felt good.
And now the switch hitting catcher, Patrick Bailey.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
In the dirt. Grounder off the pitcher. Still able to get it there in time. And they do get the out. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on the knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
Go ahead run on base. Luis Arias, the next Giant to hit. That's a bullet, but it goes foul. And a foul ball. That one lifted to left. Stowers gets under it, and that is that. 1 hit, 1 left. We're midway in the 4th, all tied 1-1. Back here at Lone Depot Park, and now for the Marlins, Xavier Edwards. Close one, doesn't get the call. Ball 1. Action in the San Francisco bullpen. Jose Quijada, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Buto warming up as well. That misses off the outside edge.
Ball.
Out in front and foul to the left side. Nasty pitch right there. That's strike 2. Line drive, makes a leaping grab for the out.
The batter number 6.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one.
Lopez.
Otto Lopez now at the plate. First time up, he grounded to third. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Chapman. And there's 2 away.
Well, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Kyle Stowers, the next up for the Marlins. Here's a rocket out to left. And that is that. No runs, no hits, no errors. We're headed to the 5th. All tied 1-1. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Gets the outside corner with that one. Lee, in his 3rd season, 27 years old, and he's a native of South Korea. That misses. Ball 1. And a foul ball. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Up next to the Giants.
Raffy coming to the plate now. He's 2 for 2. This one ripped, but foul to the right. Sliced hard but foul. The go-ahead run aboard at first. Nobody out. That one almost got him. The 1-2. In the air, right field. Pretty well struck. Carrying well. And caught on the warning track.
The batter, number 2.
And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Go ahead run on base. Willie Adames, the next Giant to hit. Action in the pen down there. Elmer Rodriguez, the rookie right-hander, is getting loose. Fauché getting loose as well. Now a quick throw to first, and he's back in on a dive.
This game has been so tight. Feels like the next team to score will win it.
One away. Tie game. Go-ahead run stands at first.
Ball.
And now 2-2. Just missed.
Ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And ball
Take
4,
your base,
2
ball
aboard.
4.
Oh, you know this guy
Up
wants
next
to
is
swing it,
Giants.
but he's showing
The
some
third
good
baseman,
patience in
Matt
this one. It's the
Chapman.
second time he's taken ball 4.
Matt Chapman to the plate in this high leverage situation.
He's looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam. Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
2 on, 1 out. And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch. Right through there for a strike. One and 2 now. That's the strikeout for Chappie.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his own right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Now the Marlins manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Jansen Junk departs, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the dugout. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
Now pitching.
They hand the ball over to a new arm, Elmer
76.
Rodriguez.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
Two aboard, 2 outs. And up next for San Francisco, Lars Nootbaar. First pitch swinging. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Stowers under it, and that's the 3rd out. Nice work from the Miami pen there. Home half of the 5th coming up. All tied 1-1. Bottom of the inning. Now it's the Marlins catcher, Liam Hicks.
Number 34, Liam Hicks.
That catches the corner.
You know, these Marlins, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong with delivering consistent, hard contact. That's almost always going to lead to positive results.
That's in. Ball.
Struck him out looking.
Up next for the Marlins, the right fielder, number 13,
Heriberto Hernandez. The next up for the Marlins.
On an 0-0 count, not every strike is a good strike for a hitter. I like the plate discipline there.
Swing and a ground ball to first. Home half of the 5th inning, moving along, 2 quick outs.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Griffin Conine will hit next. Check swing, and he went. Strike one. Fastball for a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Last half of inning number 5.
That's inside. That's a ball.
To third. Nice grab. Over to first. What a play. Inning over. And the Marlins down quietly. Score remains tied 1-1. Welcome back. It's been a great game, so let's take another look at the most important moment so far. Harrison Bader getting ready to hit.
The center fielder, Harrison Bader.
Let's go, Miami. Come on, Marlins.
There's a strike.
No need to offer at that pitch until you get to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Line drive. That's a base hit into right field. And a good start to the inning.
Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Next to hit, Elliot Ramos. Ground ball, could be 2. Throws to first. Now 1 gone in the top of the 6th.
That's a good piece of hitting right there. The job was to move the runner up and give your team a chance to score the go-ahead run. That's exactly what happened, so you better believe your teammates are happy with you after that at bat.
Bailey in the box now. Takes strike 1.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone. Good job to fight that one off. In the air to left center. Stowers on the move to the alley. 2 down.
The batter number 1, second baseman, Luis Arraez.
So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Luis Arraez, the next to hit. Inside, almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Slap the other way, foul. 2 down, go ahead run in scoring position. Next pitch in for a strike, and a count 1-2. Activity in the bullpen. Andrew Nardi appears to be getting loose. Fauché getting cranked up as well. Laser to the gap, should score the run. Here comes Bader around third. He scores and they have the lead. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. So runner at second, 2 down. Jung-Hoo Lee, the next Giant to hit. And that one is lifted in the air. Stowers makes his way towards it. Brings it in for the 3rd out. Giants get a run on the RBI double. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. This is Giants baseball on the show NorCal.
Now pitching for
Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Jose Quijada.
Left-handed batter at the plate, and he's been excellent in those matchups this year, so this seems like a calculated move.
3, 4, 5 due up for the home team. Here's the center fielder, Jacob Marcy, 1 for 2. That one is absolutely belted. Should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Well, that was an important at-bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. Now a pretty big at-bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
Christopher Morel will hit next. He is struck out and he is walked. This one in the air, center field. Bader under this one. And there's one away.
Up next for the Marlins, third baseman #1.
So now with one away and a man at second, Connor Norton, the next up for the Marlins. Tap foul at the plate. The 0-1. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Tying run at second base here in the bottom of the 6th. Swings and misses, struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup. Xavier Edwards gets a chance to hit here. There you see his May and June numbers so far. Fastball for a strike.
Ball.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
Man on second, 2 down.
That's
Ball
a really
outside.
good take.
Caught him looking for the K.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Back here in Miami, this offense has lifted them to a lead with plenty of hits so far in this one as we look at the spray chart.
Yeah, when a team has this many knocks, a lot of the time it gets clustered to one side or another. Not today. They're hitting it all over the field.
All right, Marlins. Come on, Miami. Go, Marlins.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, guys aren't touched it.
In the air, left field, Stowers on the move. makes a nice running catch. One away. Willie Adames, the next Giant to hit. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges. Yeah, that's fouled off. The 0-2.
Ball.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Hard hit left side. And 2 away to start the 7th.
Up next to the Giants, the third baseman, Matt Chapman.
Matt Chapman up to the plate now. 1 for 3.
Ball. That missed. That's a ball.
Hammered down the right side, but foul. Two down, nobody on. Battling here as he fouls it away. Here's the 2-2. And they'll do it again.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Next one
No,
misses.
that's down.
And a full count now.
Wow, this guy's really battling up there as if his run is the game-winning run. I love his tenacity.
Fights it off. He'll see another. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. And he walked him.
That's out.
And he
Ball
represents the tying
Up
run
next
on
to the
base
Giants,
after that
the left
hard-fought
fielder,
walk.
Lars Nootbaar.
So up next, Lars Nootbaar.
There it was, a high-velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Here we go, Elmer.
0-1 down. Fastball right back to the mound. Fires over to first. That's the inning. 1 left for San Francisco as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Back here at Lone Depot
Leading
Park.
up for the
And now for the Marlins,
the
Otto
shortstop,
Lopez.
Lopez.
That's a ball.
That clips the inside corner for a strike. That one ripped, but foul. Looking to get the tying run on base. Stays alive. Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. I mean, you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. That one carrying, and it is gone. And this game is tied.
Wow, what a clutch swing right there. And now anything can happen in this game. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. Liam Hicks, the next up for the Marlins.
Ball.
One out, base is empty, and a run in here at the bottom of the 7th.
Wood.
Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
That one misses. Ball 3. Swing and a ball popped in the air. 2 down.
Up next for the Marlins, the right fielder, number 13, Heriberto Hernandez.
There comes the skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the move. Jose Quijada will depart. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound.
Now pitching for
The new pitcher in the game, Eric Miller.
He's certainly been one of their better relief pitchers this season. The numbers are really solid, so they feel great about handing the ball over to him.
Heriberto Hernandez now at the plate. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. A changeup missing, and it's 1-1. Fouled off left side.
Ball.
And it remains 2-2. Just misses the mark outside the zone. Griffin Conant in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And a payoff pitch. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Good battle here, about to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. This to third. That ends the frame. Just 1 hit in the inning, but it was a big one right here as it ties the ball game. We look ahead to inning number 8. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show.
Now pitching for the
Welcome
Marlins,
back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Andrew Nardi, 32nd appearance. Stepping in, Harrison Bader.
The center fielder, number 9, Harrison Bader.
No,
Miami's
ball.
bullpen with some action. Pete Fairbanks, the closer, is getting loose. Fauché also throwing. Ball to strike. The pitch.
No, that missed.
That one
Ball.
missed. Elliot Ramos on deck for San Francisco. And the 3-1. Now pop up on the infield. Norby. And there's one down.
Up next for the Giants, the designated hitter, Elliot Ramos.
Next will be the Giants DH, Elliot Ramos. Swings through that one. 0-1. All tied up, and we're at the top of the 8th. Ripped to short. Tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
Up next for the Giants, the catcher, number 14, Patrick Bailey.
Now it's the Giants catcher, Patrick Bailey. Outside, and that's ball 1. Two down, nobody on.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Pitch misses.
That's a ball.
And that's ball 2.
It's getting squeezed a little bit here late.
Swing and a miss as he was out front. That's too low.
No, that's down.
Full count
Ball.
now. Luis Arias in the on deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Payoff pitch. Outside and low. It's ball 4.
Take your base.
And the go ahead run is on base.
It's not easy laying off that pitch. It's designed to fool you, but he just wasn't fooled at all.
Substitution being made at first, and pinch running for the Giants. Miles Straw deploying some added speed as they look to take the lead. Step off, throw to first, and he's back in safely. Arise in the box here, lets that one go for a ball.
Now the 2-out walk. Got to erase that and really go to work on the hitter. You got to go ahead and just let him steal if he's going to. Try to create the swing and miss and get out of this jam.
Right through there for a strike. And you wonder, is he in his head a little bit?
Even if the base runner doesn't steal right here, what's great is that he is dividing the attention of the pitcher and may serve to give his teammate a better pitch to hit at the plate.
2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. The 2-2 now. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch out.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
Now pitching for
Back
San
now, new
Francisco,
pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Ryan Walker.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Now into the game, Jesus Rodriguez. He takes over behind the plate.
Jesus
Griffin Conant getting ready to
Leading
hit.
up for the Marlins, the first baseman, Griffin Conant.
Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they had the lead. And they grabbed the lead in the 8th. It's 3-2.
Nothing better than hitting a home run to put your team out in front. He's enjoying a fun trip around the bases. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one, and you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Jacob Marcy, the next up for the Marlins.
Here, what?
Part of the order coming through now, and with one home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Back and forth we go, a seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. Now this one's crushed down the line. Hooking, foul ball.
That's a foul.
Here's the 0-2. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
So now here's the DH, Christopher Morel. Ripped into right center. Should be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. And he's in with a stand-up double.
That was exactly what you're looking to do with the pitch away, especially in that situation. Drive it into the opposite field gap. Got himself 2 bags on a great swing of the bat.
One out, runner at second. Connor Norby, the next to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. One out and a runner at second. Here in the bottom half of the 8th inning.
Ball.
There's the strike at the knees. Now he's challenging the called strike. And that one did miss. And the strike is overturned. They'll keep their remaining challenge. A little out front there as he swings through it. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. That's out number 2.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Xavier Edwards digs in now. 0 for 3 in this one. That's off the inside corner. Ball 1. Man at second. Fastball in for a strike. And 1-1. Here's a rip to short, but he's there for the third out. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Through 8 full, the Marlins out front here, 3-2. Last chance coming up for the Giants.
Now pitching for the
Back
Marlins,
now, and on the mound, the closer,
shortstop,
Pete Fairbanks.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
Lee in the box as he fouls off the first pitch.
A healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
Outside
No, that
low,
missed. That's a
and the
ball.
count is 1-1.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at-bat.
That catches the top part of the zone. That is strike 2.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
That's off the mark, and the count is even, 2-2.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. In time to get him, 1 away and the strikeout.
Up next to the Giants, the first baseman, Rafael Devers.
Here's Rafael Devers. Infield shifted to the pull side. Swing and a foul out of play. Ripped, but it curls foul. That one drifts
That's the
inside.
ball.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Battling here as he fouls it away. One down, base is empty here in the ninth. In there, got him looking for the K. And the Giants down to their final out. Here's a cleanup hitter for the Giants, Willie Adames. That one outside.
That's a ball.
And that's ball 1.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Popped up. Konine. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Marlins even this series up at a game apiece.
I'd say you're lying if you say you don't feel a 5-game losing streak. This W definitely helps them relax a little bit and take some of the pressure off from it going to a 6, 7, or even an 8-game losing streak.